Sorry about that, folks. Slight delay there in starting the stream. This is your first frame of the team knockout final for the Dewsburey and Spen League. The Brighton Street A and the Moorlands A. If you just give us a few seconds to catch up, I'm sure we can get on top of things and keep you informed of what's going on. Right, so we've the Brighton Street here on yellows. I think this first frame is world rules. Not that it'll matter at this stage, of course. It's looking already like quite a quick frame, actually. Straight to 1-0 to the Brighton Street. Yeah, a quick frame there. Nobody really missed anything. Right, for anybody not familiar, would it been the team knockout, the top division teams, if they draw each other, of course, can play world rules on black ball. But if had it been a team from Division 1 or Division 2, EPA would have taken precedence. But with both teams being from the same division, we're alright. They're just playing it as, effectively as a normal league game. A straight race to 7. Excuse me. Right, so with Paul Camplin and Paddy McCann here. Again, world rules. Of course, he's to nominate what he takes here. It's looking like he's going yellows. Could be a nice steady finish from Paul. Oh. Bit of a tweak there. I'm surprised. Last few times I've seen him play, he's been on extremely good form. He wouldn't have missed shots like that. So an early chance for Paddy. Must also apologise at the moment for the camera being slightly off. We've had a technical issue not long before starting, one which I'm not sure how to correct. I would need Ash Harper to come and show me how to do that, and then I'm away for next time, if it does happen again. Hopefully not, but we will get that sorted eventually. It's not one of Paddy's best shots. He didn't leave himself much to work with, but it's come out reasonable. Nice steady crowd as well. come down in good numbers. Looks like both teams have about 8 players here. Some spectators down for them all as well. I would suggest that there might be a few nerves here, but considering the standard of both players here, Paul and Paddy, it might simply just be because it's a single frame, and nobody wants to let anything go in the final, of course. Now, has that just left a gap up to furthest yellow? Oh no, it looks like you can see one to middle. Getting down comfortably for that is Paul. No, I'm not hiding, Starkey. And yeah, I'm just a bit stuck for words here, Tommy. I'm stuck on my own, unfortunately. It's a damn sight easier just commentating business when you're someone to bounce off. It's a lovely little shot Paul's just played there. Oh no. I assumed how quick he got down to cue it that it went past that red. That he did have space outside at red, sorry. I think Paul's next shot will be playing out of a total. I'm sure Paddy will just... Ooh, is that a bit hard, or has he done that on purpose for Paul to open the ball up? Yeah, neat little shot from Paul. Just trying to keep that white tide on red. It's bounced a bit, which gives Paddy a bit more to work with, which I'm sure he'd be thankful of. Left black top, middle at top half at table, giving him a chance at a few different pockets, but he's not going to get the chance this time, obviously. A snooker there. That's surprising. I would have expected Paul to have hit that, but Paddy's got what he's gone for, what he's played for there. Might just develop a ball with his first shot. Bounce one off at cushion possibly. Leave himself the choice of the two that's reasonably close together. I'll just see which way he goes. Just plotting his route around the table at the minute. You should be working, Jake. Never mind commenting. I shouldn't say that. I won't get any more drinks otherwise. After that, will I? Oh, it must be playing black ball here. I wonder if they're playing them all the way through. Of course, you can't move white in world rules, so... Of course, now he's only 2 on his first shot here. Then it's back to a normal game, regardless whether he pots or not. So, normal game now. Does he go for them, or does he just play a little bit safe, just to make sure? Don't want to concede too big a lead, too big a gap this early on in a final. Yeah, it looks like he's going to give him a go. As long as he just takes some steady round table, he should be alright. It's a relatively routine finish. Just needs to make sure he don't leave himself straight on this one on the... Ooh, a big bounce. Surprised he's played it like that. I thought he might have dealt with bottom area at table first, and then gone up to the top. Just to make sure he gets this one right now. His white's going to come back down table anyway. I won't say it's the best shot that he's played in his time. Still potable, just more difficult with distance between. I think he's got to make sure of this one now though. I'm just wondering what Paddy's looking at the minute. Is he looking at just bringing that red up top end of the table and killing white on cushion? I'm not quite sure what he were doing there. Yeah, it weren't going to bother Paul that. It would always safe from in off. Just make sure that Potty had that luxury. So 2-0 to Brighton straight. Oh, bit of keel banging there. I think Paddy were a little bit disappointed there. So, judging by that, we'll just have to see what they choose to do here. This, on the sheets, this is a black ball frame, but I am thinking that they're going to play that all the way through. We'll just see what happens as the games go. It's a nice big break. Mr. Shoesmith there. Ball's down. Yeah, just steady away, going with reds. Could be good night Vienna. Ooh, spoke a little bit too soon. So Nick Milne's here for the Brighton straight. I'm not sure I'd be happy being out coach, but it's an easy enough pot. He couldn't do much with it really. I think this is going up behind. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that must be a total. I can't see how it gets through that gap. So I'm sure Shuey have called it there. A very nice little hit. Just gonna just creates a bit more work for Nick. I think here this yellow's just going to get moved away, because you can play the skill shot with black ball, so that covering a pocket's not always such an advantage, but it always depends where you leave your white, what else you got to play with. I don't think, looking at it, anybody would have favoured going for the skill shot anyway to move that red. So clever shot Shuey played. Well, so that's 2 shots to Shuey. 3 ball in his first shot with black ball. Clear pocket, make way for himself. Could have come out slightly better, could that, but it's not bad. He can still take him out if he looks at him right way. That's a nice little shot. His white just seems to be sticking onto other reds at the minute though. Those 2 shots were a bit unfortunate. Yeah, Nick just bumping that off. Just trying to get a bit of a foothold from where he is. I think you might fancy going for these. And set it up really with previous shot. I'm sure he could have done with a little bit of luck in contact with any red there. So this could. Oh no. Now does Shuey fancy him? Capable of taking him out. I look to have just rushed that a little bit. There's a few wild ones being thrown about here. I think they both just need to settle down. Just take a step away, have a swig of the drink, and just calm themselves down. Not a bad little hit, that. Yeah, and his response not entirely unexpected. Reasonably standard snooker to get out of. Just make contact. It's not a problem. Oh, and he's only just feathered it there. May possibly be what he actually aimed for. Just to keep white down bottom. Well, I'm guessing, since Nick's just checking as to whether that yellow's touching cushion, that it's not a turtle. I would have said it was, but both doing a bit of looking. Yeah, steady little shot there. I think we could have this for a short while. This is going to be one of them where it's a first mistake situation. He's played that very nicely, Shuey. Just wonder what Nick's response to this will be, because it's slightly more difficult now the yellow's away from cushion. Yeah, another nice hit. We don't want to move that yellow too close to black though. Well, looks like Shuey were confident with him, giving it a go, and why not? Do it out in open. Yeah, that's a nice shot. This should be Moorlands on the board at 2-1. It's a steady drop. Yeah, played it nice. Just a little bit of patience there. Gets him off at mark. Sorry about that, ladies and gents, just had to nip to the little boy's room. So yeah, Shuey there pulling them back in. I'm not sure who this is at the table actually. I should have got myself a copy of informed on that really, but it's been a last minute rush job. We're trying to sort the camera out, so you will have to bear with me. I think it were just at the right time there really. Shuey winning that frame. Because had Brighton gone 3-0 there, and then maybe taken a fourth, they may well have been out of sight. So he's done well to dig in and win that frame. Right, so what we got here? Right, so that was Moorlands at table. This is Dale Melliff at Brighton Street. So we want that way around. It wouldn't be the easiest of finishes, wouldn't this? I think that's why he's just taking his time. He may consider taking white down table, just leaving a few bits as they are for the moment. Maybe try and force a mistake somewhere. Unless the red closest to black goes past that yellow nearest the pocket. Nah, he's coming round for it now. He's going to come round back of that yellow, roll it through to the middle, open his black up at the same time. Ooh. Now, what, he not planning it to do that? Or has he just overhit it? Yeah, I think where he's played that one, he overhit the previous shot. And I think he's done the same there, unfortunately. He's alright to play into the middle again. It's just where his white goes. Can he just keep odd for the bottom of the two in the middle of the table? Or further left, should I say. Ooh. Half a chance to make it 2 apiece. Just got to play steady. Right, so which way do you choose to play these? Logically, it's the one. Yeah, it's straight down for the right one. I think how is it that it'd be just dragging it white back a bit, play it black to middle. Ooh, bit more of a stun than a drag, but it's alright. Just roll it nice and steady. Don't need to do it with his white. And 2 apiece. Yeah, he's put that away nicely. Lovely with that. Lovely, lovely. Bit more of that. So, frame 5 about to get underway now. That's not too bad a break either. I would assume, looking at that we'll be sticking with reds. This is Moorlands at table again. We'll just find out as he plays his next shot. A little bit less work to do with reds. That's the only reason I would expect him staying there. Yeah, so Moorlands on red here. I'm not 100% right now because I have dropped a clanger. I haven't got a copy of the sheets in here, unfortunately. And of course, I don't know how long you've been listening, but I'm sat on my own, so I don't really want to be nipping out every 2 minutes and leaving silence all the time. I'm not as experienced as your good selves down at Savs. I know for the Brighton we've got Chris Grimshaw. But as I openly admit, I'm terrible with names, so folk will have to just bear with me, unfortunately. That's a nice little shot. Just opening that yellow between red and black. Potentially sets it all up for him as long as he goes right way around. I do wonder if he's over it that a bit, Grimmy. It's just his white's landed a bit in middle of no man's land as such. Don't you start, Morgan. No. So, having levelled up to 2 apiece, can Moorlands take the lead here? I wouldn't say it's the easiest of opportunities. Maybe taking control of the bottom right as it is on your screen. Bottom right pocket may be the way to go. Only danger of course with black ball, you don't want to be too far into a pocket to leave a skill shot on. As I assume that's what they are still playing. They seem to have done every frame so far. Not so sure about that one. I could see the idea of bringing a red off at Cush, but I don't think it was too much of a problem where it was. That I would say creates more problems. Unless the angle's nice and he plays it with enough confidence. He could play at length at table here to nudge that yellow out of way. I'm not sure that's even been looked at the moment. I think the idea here is going to be just push it towards pocket. Oh no, topping through it, so maybe. No, too much topspin on it really. Looks like he has gone to do what I called, but as we know, it don't always come off. That's not a bad hit though. Not a bad hit at all. Opening that bad bottle up, so they're all on now. All it needs is to be capitalised on. And maybe it puts cat among pigeons, leaving Brighton behind. Yeah, it's a nice shot. Kept out of it well. Don't need to do much with his white here. No matter where he is on table, he's going to have a nice shot for his last red to get position anywhere. Looking promising for the Moorlands. Yeah, steady little shot. Very wise shot as well. Just keep odd foot black into big middle pocket. Should be 3-2 to the Moorlands. Didn't need it. Nicely done. Can't be any complaints at that finish. The chance were left and the chance were taken. Very nicely done. So we could have quite a game on his hands now. Moorlands sneaking in front. They won't surrender that easily. We'll battle for everything. Excuse me. So it's looking... Oh, I'll just hang fire a minute. Doubles. Who have we got? It looks like Paul Goodall and Lewis Thompson for the Brighton. Yeah, he took them out nicely, Rhino, to be fair. Just steady away, working his way around the table. Did well. Yeah, Paul Goodall and Lewis Thompson for the Brighton. And it's looking like Shuey and Richard West for the Moorlands. I'm not sure which. I think this is the normal doubles. And again, I think they're playing black ball all the way through the match, to be honest. Which is good. It seems to be the game that's going places at the moment. Let's get it out there. See what we can get. Oh no, this we could be scotching here, looking at this. Shout out to Paul that just broke. Oh, what it? As he just sat down because he's confident in his teammate. Whoops. It's looking at the minute like we're going to be yellows at Brighton Street. Yeah. Seems to have been a trend tonight. Colours have been pretty consistent. I think Way's queuing a lot of these. just as he has done of late. Louis is very confident here. Is he going to go for him? Is he going to take him out? Certainly more than capable. Yeah, I think he fancies him. Could well be 3 apiece coming up. Looks here, does Louis, just to be checking every last little bit, making sure of any gaps. Ooh. Now, I'm not sure whether he went for it or not, or whether that was the idea, to bring the yellow out into play. I suspect he may have been bringing the yellow into play. Tony, alright mate. Oh no, that's left him. I think that could be good night Vienna for this frame. The idea were there, it was just unfortunate. Oh, that's lovely. Just stun this back a little bit with Paul now. A little dink into the middle. Yeah. Is this going to be trend for the night? There's no reason why we can't go out way with these two. I mean, the Moorlands boys have said themselves that they see them as underdogs, but they've got it on merit. It's not like they can't do it. Ah, thank you, Tony. Right, the gentleman whose name I weren't sure of, as anybody watching can see in chat now, is James Whiteman. Always nice when folk gives information as well. So we're neck and neck after 6 frames. Let's just see how the lads cope. It's always nice if it's close in a final. Alright, so now we look to have Matt Grimshaw for the Brighton Street and Richard West for the Moorlands. So Richard going straight back on by the looks. And we've got Richard to break for the Moorlands. See if we get another good split. They've all been reasonable so far. Ooh. Quite a split. Now wide open, balls down. Lovely. Just take your pick. I think his well, red will probably be the preferred colour, but you've got an easier first ball for yellows, unless he fancies the plant from the red on the bottom side middle, as it is on your screen, down to the left hand side where there's a ball of a pocket. Quite a margin for error there. He's only got to get somewhere near. And there's only one bad ball to deal with. I won't fancy from the yellows left on the table to be moving 2 from cushions. Unless he's very confident about it. Oh, of course, yes. I forgot about that. It's just first legal ball potted, so yeah. Planting yellow onto red were an option. Yeah, very good shot, to be fair, that. I had completely forgotten that. Set himself up nicely in playing that. Very nicely. Just taking his time again, same as most folk have so far. Keep his composure, steady away. Don't have much to do here, don't Richard? Just gotta plot his way around the table, steady away. Ooh. Well, that wouldn't have been my first choice of shot, in all honesty. I think there were easier routes around the table. I don't know what any viewers think. Yeah, it could be a mistake that cost him, could that? I think these do all go, to be honest. Just a little bit of cue ball control involved. No huge amount of work with it. We might be taking a short break after this frame as well. Our landlord, Peter Arkin, has put some food on for the lads. So they might fancy 10-15 minute break. I will let you know in a moment or two. Ooh. So the more right of the two yellows obviously didn't go. Looked from there like it would have snuck into the middle bag. Matt opting to play the shot that he has down to the bottom tells me otherwise. So another bite at cherry for Richard. Oh, he's overdone it. Overcut it. I think that's purely with stretching. It's not the worst. It does come out reasonable. Just depends quite how far this one to the left hand side of the screen is away from the cushion. Looks like it must be far enough away. Or does he just drop it? Yeah, just dropping off it. I'm guessing looking at that, Matt was just trying to sneak the white up behind the black, get the snooker in. Well, it's not drastic. He's made that yellow a bit better, getting it off at cushion. I wonder if Richard's just struggling for ideas a little bit here as to which way to go round. snatched at that one. He looked to be queuing it alright, and he just seemed to snatch at last minute. Nice little shot from Matt, just developing the two, opening him up a bit. Ooh. Yeah, he's played that nice as well. So you would think it's unlikely that Matt's going to miss this one, so you would think that's 4-3 to the Brighton straight. Yeah. Right. I think we'll just be having a brief break for the food, so I will love you and leave you for a short while. I don't think it'll be too long, as about 10-15 minutes, something like that. See you very soon, folks. No, sorry ladies and gents, I do tell fibs. They're going to eat while they're playing, bit luck of it. Cracking straight on. So we've Louis and Shuey, bit luck of this. Louis for Brighton, Shuey for Moorlands again. Let's just work out where we're at. I'm guessing where he's stood and what he's looking at, that Louis must be on reds. I will just hang fire before I put that up. Yeah. Ooh. That nearly trickled over. Yeah, and of course with a bit of way to go yet. For those that play in the Dewsburey Spen League, of course, you're aware of what happens if it goes to 6 apiece. Anybody that doesn't play in the league and isn't aware of, 6 apiece, we go to a penalty shootout. I believe, I've never had to do it, but I believe it is black on the spot as it will be in the rack, white behind ball line, and just pot the black out wood in a game of football. 5 for each team, and sudden death after that. Mr. Whitlock, if he's still watching, I'm sure will correct me on that. Oh, that's unlucky. Nasty little kick there Shuey's got. Just nudged that white into middle bag. I would think the way he's been queuing that Louis will fancy these. Yeah, he's going to use his first shot to bump that red out. Just steady away now. He might bring this back off at side cushion. Stun it straight back on himself as such. Just to get his white for the dart table. Alright, that just dug a load of side on it. Might have wanted it a bit closer, but there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, that's a lovely shot. I think this will be 5-3. He played that previous shot absolutely fantastic. He really did. Yeah, fantastic. The last few times I've seen him, Louis seems to have been on such fantastic form, in fairness to him. It don't seem to miss much at all. Certainly far from a disgrace though. Moorlands are holding themselves up well here. 5-3. They're a good solid unit when it works for them. In all credit. Because like I say, they've been suggesting that they're underdogs and they can't be to get to this stage of a team knockout. You've got to play well to get there. It's as simple as that. I'm just peering at my window here to see who we've got next. I believe this is the young chap that Mr. Whitlock said is James Whiteman. That's just stepped up for the Moorlands. I think we're just having a few seconds here while Keith goes round and collars everybody for domino card. Won't be too much of a delay for folks. Yeah, and we have Paul Camplin. Camplin? No, sorry. Don't know where that name popped into my head. Paul Goodall, sorry. For the Brighton. Right first name, wrong surname. Can we just edit that out somewhere along lines? I don't know. And it's Moorlands break as well here. I don't think so far we've had a break without anything going down, which is nice to see. Everyone's had a fair crack from their own break. I could be wrong, we might have had one frame, but I don't think so. Which way is he going to choose to go here? There's not much in either, I wouldn't have said. But I think I would have a preference for yellows, to be honest. Looks like that's what he's doing. Yeah, so Moorlands on yellows. Oh, this is doable here. There's a potential breaking dish on. I'm not sure he's too happy about where his white's landed there though. Again, just taking his time, looking at everything. No wrong with that. I don't want to say James too many times in case I've got the wrong name. If I got players mixed up. Yeah, it's a nice little shot he's played there. Just a bit. Look. Keeping composure's key here. Keep composed, and they are there for the taking. There's no question. I'm not sure that's the way to go though, unless this is going to be doubled back across. I actually played for. That could be quite the turning point in this frame actually. We'll just see what Paul comes up with. Oh, not doubting you, Tony. I say I'm making sure I've got right one. I don't want to say wrong name too many times and look more of a muppet than I already do. Well, I think this could be one of his slightly longer frames. They've all been reasonably quick so far, barring the second frame. But I think this one could just slow it back down a bit. Although at this stage now, James don't want to go too attacking and leave things open for Paul, because it could lead to a world of hurt. Oh! Oh, a bit of a mistake there. 2 shots given away by Paul. Now if he uses the rules to his advantage here, It could be over. Yeah, he's looking straight away. Excuse me. Looking straight away at a line down to plant to move the yellow that's been blocked off by the red, which it'll clearly leave space for the other yellow to go past. But he's down to one shot again. Obviously, whether he pots or misses. Oh, it's been unlucky there. Just checking for a touchy and ball, of course. I would suggest that it is, but obviously on screen you can't really tell, and I'm too far away from the table to actually tell. I'm sure they'll come to an agreement between them. I think we might just have a referee at the toilet. Yeah, where he stood, where James is stood, I think we've agreed that it is a touching ball. He's looking just at playing away from it. But if it is a touching ball, I'd be looking at maybe trying to make a red difficult rather than just playing away. Maybe try and put a red on a cushion. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that shot, but black ball reducing you down to a single shot when you get 2 visits after your first one. It's always a good opportunity to put a ball on the cushion. Just create a little bit more hard work for your opponent. Looks like Paul might be. Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, it looks like Paul might be trying to go into these. That's not a bad one. He's looking confident, this lad. Taking a straw round table. Looks very much in control. He knows where it. Oh! He knew exactly what he was going for, where he was putting his white, and he's just done that too thin. I am very surprised with that. I wonder. Well, I can only think that Ball took his eye off that for a second. And it leaves a nice chance here for James to get a yellow feather in that pocket, just to make things awkward. He keeps going to the bottom end and looking at it. I think he's going to play one yellow off the other. Nah, he's not quite got it. It was a bit too far out of pocket. It was a good idea and a good effort, but I think the yellow he cannoned off was just a little bit too far out, unfortunately. So I think this now could be the ominous. This could be 6-3. But we've just seen Paul tweak on one there, so you never know. Again, just checking stuff, making sure things all go before he starts. The first ball was easy enough, that wasn't a problem. Yeah, I think it'll be I think he might be just been nudging yellow out of way to create the space. Although he seems to be checking that the red next up black goes through to the middle. I would have thought it does. Oh, he's not played that the best. But I think he'll just stun this. Oh, Paul. I think that's a queuing issue. Just been hampered by that ball. I think we know results of show me. I think we know the results of this one. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think it worked right sharp. It's a shame that he hadn't nudged that yellow a bit closer to pocket, in all fairness. Because I'm sure, judging by reaction, that was the plan. Oh, well, now then, can you fill your boots, laddie? It's a great chance. That's a steady up. He's going to be too straight on this if he ain't careful. That's a great shot. So we should be going 5-4 here. Steady away, yep, it's there. And this is the one. Just the same as with previous ball. Steady away, drop it through. Yeah, very nice. Very nice indeed. They're going to fight it all the way at Moorlands. And rightly so. So there ain't no to call between them really. Both teams playing some steady stuff. Both teams having a few loose ones. How are we going to carry on with this one? Right, so frame number 10. And with the Brighton direct, this is Nick Milnes. I must apologise because so far now this is the only young chap that I don't know a name for that's representing the Moorlands. I will have to be more organised next time. Nick just making his decision here after that break. They've all sort of clunked at the same area at the table. I think it's one of the tightest bricks we've had on, right? Behave! So what's he done there? I do apologise, I got distracted. Is that yellows he's taking? I'm not sure. Oh no, reds. Bit luck of it. No, it was yellows, yeah. So, nick on yellows. Has he seen something here? No, he can't have done. Not to be playing a double like that, surely. It's not a bad white. In all fairness. It doesn't. But looking at this, it don't leave much as far as reds go. Oh, that plant must have been there. To have missed it that way, it must have been there. I am surprised. Nah, this could be an interesting one. Is he going to go up table? Cheers, Dash. Whoa! Behave. Dirty bastard. Dirty bastard. My apologies. I think if anybody heard that bit tash, then we all know what that was about. That's it. He's not going up table, ain't Nick. He just kept it steady. Hello.
You need to let everybody know that because Dan Mac hasn't turned up to ref, I am here on behalf of the committee, just so that it's above board.
Yeah, will do. Yeah, sorry, just one more thing for everybody tuned in, and for anybody viewing later on. As far as I'm aware, Dan Mac was supposed to be down here reffing tonight. Something must have happened, whether he's forgotten or anything like that. Any other reasons has cropped up, but he's not here, as you may have gathered from that. Karen Rourke is here, sorry, Karen Dudley as she is now, to represent the committee, so everything is above board. There are no problems whatsoever there. I hope there's nothing serious happened as far as Dan's concerned, because it's not like himself not to turn up to something that he said he will do. Hope all's well, Dan, if you are listening. But yeah, we'll get back to the game now. I'll tash you. Derby Day coming up in it, Ton. Old Pigeon Derby. I'm getting distracted again, sorry. Right, so we got it. We got the Moorlands man at the table at the moment. Sounded awfully rude, that, didn't it? It wasn't meant to be. Oh. I'm not sure about that. I think I heard some grumbles about a foul. I didn't quite see where that yellow moved. Yeah, it must have been. Nick playing the red. So that must have been a foul. Oh, you can't say that. Drive me into foul language, Ton. Of course, Nick's now down to his single shot. So any misses now, like that, and play passes back over. You must be confident you're going to win then, if you're saying that. I do think there's a steady chance to make this 5 apiece. Don't cue anything daft, just steady away again. Yeah, that's the way to go about it. Oh, I thought I was going to creep over. I think there could be a long-winded effort at a skill shot here. Not 100%, but I think so. Yeah, is that the polite version, Tone? Good lad. You were only over there a few days ago, weren't you? Yeah. Well, one miss there, but it's not a bad miss, really, is it? I think Nicky's going for a skill shot here. If he hits it right... Oh, that's a beautiful shot. That is absolutely beautiful. They're actually a lot harder than folk think to play at skill shots, but once you get your head round them... Once you get your head round them, they're simple enough, it's just cueing it right. I can't believe Nick's missed that at middle. A similar shot he did to me very early in season. A sitter of at middle like that sort of thing. Very surprised. So another half chance at Moorlands. Take this one on Cush. Comes up nicely for it. Ah, sorry mate. Sorry to hear that. Didn't realise that's why you were there. I just spotted that you clocked in at Hull. Right, he's played that lovely, hasn't it? I can't see him making a mistake with this one as he did with the previous one. I think this will be 6-5 now. Just slot it in. Yeah. Rushed his previous one, but he didn't rush that one. Made sure all the way. So 6-5. Not wrong with that as a result. They're not dead and buried by any means at Moorlands. It means they'll have to do it long way. But they could be in a spot of bother now. Because with the man I just seen pick his cue up, you can't leave the slightest little bit. It's looking like we've got Steve Grimshaw for the Brighton straight. I'm yet to work out who we've got for Moorlands. I don't think anybody's in too much of a rush. Maybe trying to take some momentum out of the game, just slow it down a bit. Oh, hang on. Paddy's heading towards the table. Paddy McCann. Quite possibly the best match to put against Steve at the moment. Try slowing down. Oh no, he's coming back away. Oh, he needs to pick his cue up. No, we don't. I'm stuck here on my own. I'm suffering through this commentary, Tony. We don't. No, it would be nice to see, in fairness. For the final as well, it'd be quite fitting. So yes, looks like we're going to have Steve Grimshaw for the Brighton Street and Paddy McCann for the Moorlands. Looks like it's Paddy's break, because he stood at balk end. So how this transpires then. Could be a good frame, this one, actually. If Paddy slows Steve down a little bit, then who knows. But if Steve gets into balls, he's quite capable of finishing from anywhere. I've seen the guy take some outrageous clearances out of it years. It's just a shame he don't play as much as he used to. It'd be an asset to any team, would lad. Just as Paddy would, in fairness. Not that I'm blowing trumpet for one or other. I wouldn't do that. Oh no. No. What a time for that to happen. What a time for that to happen. Dry break. Needing to win this one. It's harsh. It's not over though, it's to put him away. In fairness, he's got to finish him off. It's looking from where everything's sat that Steve will be going red. Yeah, sorry, Reds for Brighton Street. Just leaving one ball to develop. But you never know. Everyone has their own way around the table. Yeah, he's going Reds. I'll just work his way around, just trickle this in. Oh, he's already done that. You can't put so much pace into him on this table. Not if you're going for the middle. And he should know that. He's played down here enough times as Steve. So can Paddy take control of this one now? Just one clever shot might slow it down. Ooh. I won't say that helps his cause, but it doesn't exactly do him any harm either. If he plays himself right way, he's in with a fair chance of taking this. But he's just got to be careful. Oh no. That's alright, Paddy. I don't think I've ever seen him that far away from my pocket. Very uncharacteristic. Now, just see how Steve picks his way around here, because he's the one between the two yellows. And it won't double. Is he coming back into it now? Oh my word. I can almost guarantee he's going up to top pocket weight now. Top right hand side of the table is as it is on screen. Oh, maybe not. It's just having a think. Yeah, top right hand side as it is on your screen. He won't have any qualms with this. He'll just play it as it should be. It's beautiful. A very nice player to watch is Steve. Just slow and deliberate. Don't really rush anything. Player anybody you want in the team, in fairness. I think this could be curtains. Unfortunately. Put up a good fight at Moorlands, without any question. I hope somehow they can pinch this and keep it going. But it's looking unlikely. Again, one that doesn't do any damage. The double's still there. And a space to work around the table. Can work around all them yellows. They're not hampering too much. Yeah, a bit of pace in it to make sure. Lovely double. Just which way he chooses to play his black now. There's no real danger at in off. Oh. Now then, Paddy. How big's your coconuts? Got to take 'em, lad. They're all steady drop-ins. No, he's already done that. He's got one to middle. To pull him back out though. Getting him back in some sort of position by just dropping that. It's not too drastic. Whoa! He's already hitting everything. Ah, does he play it snooker here? I think that might be it. Excuse me. I think that could be the way that he's looking. No. No. A little bit ambitious, I think. Just sitting back a touch was probably the best option there. Two potting teams in all fairness, but a little bit too gung-ho possibly that. Yeah. And there you are, folks. 7-4 to the Brighton streak. All steady away, everyone's played well. That's certainly no disgrace to anybody. A good night to pool, very nice to watch. And thank you all for tuning in, those that have. I will bid you a good night.